Hi, I have some really good news for you about the Jobs Plus program. This grant is due October the 1st, 2019, and HUD is making it possible for additional public housing authorities to apply for this grant. So, if you are not on the list of eligible applicants that HUD came out with to apply for the Jobs Plus grant, you can email HUD and request a review for eligibility. That is such great news. You can request from HUD a review for eligibility to be an eligible applicant to apply for the Jobs Plus grant. So remember that the Jobs Plus grant is up to $3.7 million for you to have a site-based job center at your public housing site. So what they've said is that if you can show evidence that more than one of your projects can meet the eligibility requirement, then you can request a review for eligibility. So, how do you need to do this? So, in order for you to be eligible for the Jobs Plus grant, you must have a public housing site that has a minimum of 200 public housing units. Of those units, up to 40%, or I should say a minimum of 40% of those units must show no earned income in PIC. Well, this poses a problem for public housing authorities who do not have one project with 200 units. Some people have a project with 100 units, 150 units, and they're not able to meet that minimum 200 units. So HUD has said now you can combine projects. You have to combine the entire project. You can't just use some units, you have to do an entire project. So if you have two or more projects that would allow you to meet that minimum 200 units, and of those units counted, you're able to show that a minimum 40% of those units show no earned income in PIC, then you can be eligible. You can email the Jobs Plus program office and ask them to have a review of your eligibility. I will also provide the email address below this video. So there is a time limitation to it. They will not allow you to have an approved request for eligibility less than 20 days before the due date. And remember, the due date of the application is October the 1st, 2019. So you must get this started as soon as possible for HUD to review your eligibility if you can combine two or more of your public housing units to meet that 200 minimum units. And of course, those units, 40%. Minimum of 40% must show no earned income in PIC. Allow HUD to take up to 5 business days to respond to you. So that will cut into some of your time. So get started on this as soon as possible today. You now have the opportunity to request from HUD up to $3.7 million to create your own job center at your public housing site. Get started today.